Welcome to 2D Design version 2. This course is intended to teach you how to access and use some of the new and not so new parts of the software. To start with, we're going to draw half the rocket shape. We'll just zoom in. We'll use the path tool and we're going to click on the construction point to make this curve. You right click to complete it. You'll then need to select that line using the select tool. You go to start edit and you can move these nodes over to the construction point. You'll notice this just moves the line around. Once we've got our desired shape, we'll need the Connected Lines tool. To start the line, you left click. You just left click on each new point and right click to finish. We now need to make a slot for the photo frame to sit in. You're going to select the single line tool, draw from the lower construction point up by 1 centimeter, and then a contour tool. We'll set this to 2.4. OK that, and you'll need to click either side of the line. This now made the correct spacing. The attach tool will be used to make it a lot easier to attach to the ends of the lines. You just click on those. You now need to delete. You'll notice this delete is delete part of an object. You just delete the parts that you no longer need, and that's it. Next we're going to mirror this design. So we're going to select all, go to transform tools and mirror. You need to repeat this. OK, and almost draw a mirror and it'll flip it over. Next we're going to group the items together. So we're going to select all the lines, go to the group icon, and now they're all grouped together. Next we'll want a window in this photo frame just so you can see the picture. So we go to the rectangle. Using the absolute coordinates, you'll be able to accurately draw this window in the centre. Start drawing it. And then in the same windows, you'll notice that I'm doing this by 30mm by 40mm. Next, I'm just doing the contour lines. This 2.5, and this is just going to draw a line on the outside of that rectangle we've already got. If you scroll to the right, you'll notice some more construction points. We're just going to draw the legs here, so we're going to go to series of lines again, using the relative down the bottom, make the leg. Next we're going to use the arc tool. This is just going to get a bit of an arc just so that the stand will allow the photo frame to rock forward and back. Just another arc tool. What this does is just joins those two lines together. And do a radius of 3. OK that, and we'll select the top line and the bottom line, and you notice it's just join those together with an arc. Next we use the delete tool again, and just take away the bits we don't need. Again we're going to use the contour tools, and this one's parallel to a line, 2.4, so it's the same as before, and OK, just on the inside. Make another line. And we're going to delete the bits we don't need again. You notice that's half of the stand. So we're just going to select, mirror the same as we did before, making sure repeat is selected. And that mirrors the stand. We'll now need to copy that because we need two. So we select all, transform, we want to repeat, we only need the one, and OK. Join one construction point to the other, I'll just drop another one in. Another way of copying would be to select whatever it is that you want to copy, select the copy icon down the bottom, and then drag it over. Now I'm going to make this rectangle a little bit bigger by 0.1 mil. OK this, select the outside of the rectangle. I'm going to zoom in so we can see what we're doing. We're going to delete any, so we can do the whole rectangle at the same time. Now this is 0.1 mil bigger all round. Go to the chamfer tool, we're just going to take the corners off. So that it'll fit in. And just select each line on the corner. Having completed the design work, you will now need to open the PhotoFrame Buddies 2 video. This goes through outputting the design on the MDX40. Welcome to 2D Design version 2. In this video you'll see how easy it is to use the TechSoft MDX40 AE. Firstly we need to set the media to the correct layout, so we're going to click Layout, Set CNC Device MDX40A and insert the material size. You then need to click Paste and move the design into the marqueed area. We'll now zoom in. Due to the slot drill being used being 2 mm, we'll need to cut 1 mm away from the line. We're going to do this with a red line. We're going to go contour, 1 mm, okay, and go on the outside of each line that's going to be cut all the way through. We then change to green for the areas that are only going to be cut part of the way through. To move the bed, we'll click on View. This moves the bed so that we can add the material. This will just be stuck down with double-sided tape. We are now ready to machine using the MDX40. We need to go Output and click on Tools. You'll be able to see all of the depths of cut. On the output screen, you need to change the Z-axis to 85 mm and move to Tool Set Point. Now that this has moved in position, continue with the right tool fitted. You want to tighten up the lower collet and then make sure your upper collet is pushed all the way down and tighten. We can click Output and this will start the job. Now that it's finished the job, we'll need to fit the parts together. Now we've machined out the photo frame on the MDX40, you will need to open the Photo Frame Buddies 2 video, which goes through output on the Roland GX24. Welcome to 2D Design version 2. From this video you're going to see how easy it is to output to the GX24. Firstly, we're going to make a graduated fill. Select Fill, Graduated. We're going to do 2 tones of red. So add colour, go for the darker red, and change the end black to a darker red, and the same with the right. We'll add colour and select the lighter red. We'll give this a bit of a rotation, and OK. We're now going to select where the colour is going to go. So the inside of the rocket, select that there is an island. Where there are no islands. We now want to copy the outline of the rocket, this so that we can make a sticker on the back and the front of the rocket. So select, make sure the fill isn't selected, repeat. We can change the grid to 5mm on the X and Y. And start drawing the next part of the design. To add a porthole, go to Circle Tool, 7.5mm, OK. Place this in the centre where we want it. We're going to use the Contour tool, have this at 2mm, and OK. Click on the inside. Now we're going to fill this rocket with a few different types of fills. First one is going to be graduated. It's going to be a circle shape, and we're going to offset circle. For this one I want white at the point and red moving into the rocket. So we get rid of these colours we don't need. And change the end one to white. OK, and OK again. And select the inside of the point. There's no islands, so click no. We're now going to add a checkered band underneath this. I'm going to load the pattern checker and open this. We're going to have a number of rows as 1. Apply this, OK. So no islands again, and there's the checkered band. We're now going to fill the main part of the rocket. So we're going to fill, graduated, and we're going to have it moving from orange to yellow to orange. Now I need to change the type of fill to linear and change this so that it's completely vertical, and OK. Now I need to tell it that there are islands for the photograph and the porthole. The same fill can now be applied around the porthole. The fins are just going to be solid red. So fill, solid, make sure the colour's red, and OK. We're now going to add rivets to the design. To start with, we're going to make the fill. We'll go graduated, shape, we want it circle, this is going to be orange and yellow again. We're going to offset this fill so it looks as though you're getting a bit of a shine on the rivets. We're going to select the circle tool. We're going to set this to 0.7 millimeters. And we're going to draw the dot. We're going to zoom in slightly now, just so that we can see what we're doing. We're going to use the transform tool. We're going to repeat this by 6 and OK. We're going to use the relative dialog boxes. This is just going to make our correct spacing. Now I'm going to copy these circles so that we can use them below. I want to use the same amount of rivets but make it fit this area. So you just drag the last one along and use the space evenly tool and copy this again and drop it down the bottom. Last but not least, we're going to fill the porthole. Now ready to output to the GX24. Now you want to go to layout and you want to just see CNC device and the use registration marks is selected. You can now see the black dots on your page. This shows that the registration marks are in use. You want to switch the graphics off, leaving just the cut lines, and you want to go to CNC output. Go into tools. We want to just make sure everything's correct in here. We're going to change the force to 190 and OK. The machine will now look for the registration marks. You can just see the red light there. Once it's found this, it'll move to the next one. If you were to put the paging on a slight skew, it would still work. Once it's finished finding the registration marks, it will very quickly and efficiently cut out your design. Now we've cut out the sticker on the GX24, you will need to open the Photo Frame Buddies 4 video, which shows you how to present your ideas. Welcome to 2D Design version 2. From this video you'll see how to present your ideas. Firstly, we're going to change the page size to A3. We are now going to create a presentation sheet and will therefore add a 2D design drawing with a border and some text. I'm going to add the working drawing. We'll add the file called Rocket Photo. This file contains a photograph with a clip path which has already been started. As you can see, these points have been located around the photograph and either the line or curve tool has been used. Once you have clicked on the Start Edit button on the bottom right of the screen, you'll be able to use these yellow handles to move the clip path around to suit the picture. Once the clip path is around the rocket, we'll click on Clip, select the outside of the picture, clip outside, and this will take away the unwanted area. This will look good with a rocking shadow, so we're going to select the Rotate, -10 and by 2. We'll then select the two that are going in the back. We'll change these to grayscale. We'll now need to reorientate these and move them to the back. We now have all the content for the rocket photo frame design, and so let's add the main title information and graphics. Add the file Photo Paperclip. Select the photo and choose Bitmaps, View, Change Color Properties. The bitmap's colour properties can be changed if required. Select the paperclip and choose Start Edit. As you can see, the paperclip has already been clipped and part of the bitmap masked. Now we're going to open a font. Any font can be opened and then edited in 2D Design version 2. We'll choose the font Jokerman. This font has started to be edited and just needs one more letter to be changed. Zoom in so that you can see both capital letters B and F. Letters have all been coloured blue and a frame with a textured fill of wood has been added to the B. Select the frame behind the letter B and copy and move it to the capital F. You'll need to send the frame back and then select the F and move it centrally in the frame. Lastly, we need to edit the character design frame to accommodate this wider F character. Choose the select arrow and then cell, click OK, choose the handle and widen the character cell. Choose the font save button and save the font as photo frame. Choose the text button, Type in Photo Frame Buddies and click on Settings. You want to make sure that Photo Frame is selected and OK, and this will bring up your text. We'll now zoom out to the media. If necessary, you can move the text. We will now add a logo. Choose Import Bitmap. Change the DPI to 300 and OK. Move the logo over to the top right corner. With the bitmap still selected, click on Properties. Now we want to set the yellow to transparent, as you can see here, and OK. Although the rocket frame was drawn in 2D design, the software also gives students the creative freedom to create designs from scanned hand drawings and photographs. We are now going to import the cow. This could have been hand drawn and scanned in, then vectorized. I'm going to change it to monochrome, so it's just black and white, and OK. This has now changed it into a vectorized drawing. If we go to fill and no fill, you'll be able to see the lines that are left. The hand drawing is now being vectorized and can be developed into a final design. This is one that was done earlier. You can see that it's got lots of fills. There's a pattern fill. Cancel. And there's more than one design that you may want to do.